Hello everyone. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Eric Rivas and today I will talk about colors and triangles and how one triangle combined with another and many more can be transformed into a bigger, powerful triangle. But today I'm also talking about my dream. And my dream is connecting my past and present in order to design my future. My future will be designing my own business and doing the branding and marketing side of it as well. So let's start with my past. I grew up in beautiful Dominican Republic with two siblings I don't look like but love very much and super hardworking parents. Therefore, I was taught to appreciate the value of hard work. Since an early age, I found myself driven by the world of what I like to call commercial creativity. A world where, strategy and creativity meets in order to find a solution, a need or desire that at the end of the day is transformed into money or sales. When I was studying marketing, I realized that, every strategy needed a component in order to be sold or pitched, and that was creativity. The need of expressing my ideas in a nicer way led me to follow the language of graphic design. I remember embarking into the world of tutorials and becoming a graphic designer without even knowing it. Along the way, I got the very first iPhone. I was the only one in class with this phone, and I thought I was going to be super popular. Instead, I became the photographer of the class. It was just a phone with a better camera, but it was enough to make me fall in love with photography. This iPhone was enough to make me fall in love with brands and the power they have to change the direction of my life. I'm telling you this because that iPhone made me buy, this time with the help of my parents, a professional camera. And although I was always taking pictures in automatic mode, by that time I wasn't just a marketer or a graphic designer wannabe or a photographer wannabe. By then, I was an autonomous worker, a freelancer buying his own drinks on Friday nights. Don't get me wrong, I'm telling you all this because, like me, there's plenty of people out there willing to step out of their comfort zone in order to find themselves and create their own career by learning something new. Freelancers are key in this project, and my idea is to collaborate with them and grow together. Years later, I applied to a top European university called IE Business School. I had to write an essay like always, and this time it was about my medium-term goals after the Masters. I wrote about creativity in the Dominican Republic and how it was perceived. I underlined this quote: "After IE, I have firm convictions that I'm going to be prepared to change the minds and beliefs of those who underrate this business by improving and integrating them into a world of breakdown creativity, which will enhance the functions of their businesses and hopefully their lives." And so I'm very happy to share with you the fact that I'm achieving this goal by connecting freelancers, brands, and the Dominican Republic. The first step was to do research about freelancing in a global scale, featuring important information about, the rise of the freelance industry in the world and forecasting potential markets for new freelancers in the industry. Studies and articles about the freelance economy, sponsored and conducted by entities like International Freelance Day, Entrepreneur.com, Creative Blog, Inspired Magazine, and so on, showed important insights about how freelancers work, if they delegate or outsource work to other freelancers, and if they are willing to take the chance and do it in the near future. Another important insight helped put a price in our services. This price taking into account type of charging as well, flat project fee or hourly rates. I researched about the most relevant fields of expertise and how these autonomous workers market themselves as well. This helped me narrow the kind of services we have to provide, how much we should charge, and even if there was any chance or possibility of developing a collaborative business in the US or European market as well. With the help of the CIA Workbook, GlobeNet, and newspapers from the Dominican Republic, I analyzed the industry in order to develop a feasible and differentiated business in Santiago de los Caballeros, Along the process, I found feasibility by identifying challenges in the way freelancers work, in the way they market themselves, and so on. My goal was to upgrade the freelance activity in this country, and I addressed each challenge and found opportunities of differentiation in the market. According to the CIA World Book, 50% of the Dominicans who have an established job perform freelance activities, whether it is from the food and beverage industry to the automobile industry. The creative industry in the Dominican Republic is rising as we speak. However, taking into account empirical research as well, since we are in the early stages, it's very difficult to grow being an autonomous creator. Most freelancers work in personal and low scalable projects, mainly because they share the freelance activity with a formal job, or businesses don't believe they are capable enough to embark on big projects by themselves. Being a full-time autonomous freelancer in the Dominican Republic won't get the cut, at least not today. So taking that into account, I follow the trend of the sharing economy, integrating freelancers of different capabilities and expertise into collaboration, a collaborative freelancing business model. Branding as a practice is crawling like a baby in this market. Although there is a demand and is rising, the client customer is aware of the importance of a well-structured brand strategy, but is confused about the real meaning of this practice. There is no or too few companies based on branding and corporate identity, and companies that want this service confuse branding with a logo, an ad spot, or maybe a marketing plan. Therefore, they acquire services from advertising agencies or marketing agencies, informal companies such as work centers, and unexperienced graphic designers that at the end of the day don't know a thing about branding. The result of acquiring services from marketing agencies, informal companies such as work centers, and unexperienced graphic designers are catastrophic. The companies who are seeking for branding are from small to medium to large size companies, from the private sector, governmental. Everyone needs a brand strategy. But we are solving problem only to growth-oriented small and medium-sized companies in the private sector of goods and services, especially in the food and beverage, entertainment, and fashion. Mainly because this is our area of expertise and large companies are seeking branding outside of the country. So taking that into account, this project will explain how this business was born to be a full-service brand consultant company based on freelance expertise, satisfying needs to growth-oriented SMEs and freelancers as well. This is a business between a freelancer and a brand consultancy. We are solving problems to companies by transforming their brands and growing their businesses through a personalized and flexible service provided by freelance expertise in branding and corporate identity only. So why they should hire us? First, because we're cool, and second, because we offer many different advantages aside of having a well-structured brand. Hiring us is simpler and less expensive. At the end of the day, companies are hiring an individual with less paperwork and low attachments. We don't have to hire third-party organizations because we're a full service. Also, brands need companies to get personal with them. Having a smaller structure helps us deliver a better service adjusted to what the client really needs. And since this brand consultant company is based on freelancers, clients will receive the right work mainly because the right person with the right expertise is paired with a group of professionals of different areas, collaborating on ideas, offering a broad range of great and different outcomes as well. So, why freelancers should start collaborating instead of being autonomous? Because we will help them acquire bigger projects. In that way, their brand presence in the freelance industry will grow. If we deliver our minimum viable product every month, the first year, we will be earning 5 times what an average private worker earns and 7 what an independent worker is supposed to earn. We will have freelancers on steroids collaborating to bring brands to life. We work in small team of professionals, but on big challenges. Our team creates collaboration with clients as well. Clients join the team working side by side in order to help us understand their businesses and the objectives of the brand. We learn as much as we can. We face the problem again, and then we launch the solution. When it comes to freelancers, in this collaborative business, personal interaction, communication, leadership, and a definite style defines how we work within each other. In order to be consistent in the work we make, each freelancer will be hired taking into account a series of requirements that will be matched with the personality of the brand. This team of freelancers will be led by a project manager who will ensure consistency in every step of the working process as well. Each triangle is a freelancer working for one single product. We figure out our client puzzle, and each freelancer is a very important piece. We collaborate to be a bigger triangle, so we work like this. Each one working on their task and a project manager supervising the scope. At the end, the final product looks like this. An A because it's the first letter and the first vowel, because A means all, everyone, and because we are A persons, aggressive like lions, but not generally to the point of hurting another, because we're people capable of doing the impossible. So guys, this is branding, and we are here to do some branding. We like to brand our lives. We invite others to brand with us. We love branding, brandear in Spanish, in Dominican, brandear. So this is our logo. Our name and logo are about localization, versatility, clarity. We are ABrandea. Our brand idea is not just a pretty quote or a catchy slogan, it's more than that. It's the tagline or expression that represents how we communicate and work with our customers and freelancers. It's a mix between what we do, how we do it, and what makes us different, the value we provide. We create, manage, and restore brands, collaborating with freelance expertise and knowledge of branding and corporate identity, with flexibility, targeting specific needs. So at the end, our brand idea is something like this. Experts in branding and corporate identity collaborating in order to bring your brand to life. ABrandea has 5 ingredients that combined are transformed into the essence of a brand. So it's all about provenance. We come from the freelance industry, but we are the heavy lifters, the self-starters, go-getters, or project leaders. We deliver a well-executed brand strategy based on expertise and targeting specific needs, creativity, and strategy. And we work as problem-centric. Our process is about customization, flexibility, a small team of professionals collaborating on big challenges. Also, we have one vision, and that vision is to change how brands and branding are perceived in the Dominican Republic, introducing the knowledge and expertise of branding and corporate identity. Another thing that we should say is culture. We are about making it personal, fomenting relationships of communication and leadership in an urban, critical, and artistic way. Our brand is about values. We run this business with teamwork, and for us, this means willing to hold your buddy's wheel so he can send the latest proposal to the client. We are freelancers, and our freelancers are intelligent. They act without instructions, they are self-started, go-getters, and project leaders. We solve problems as a personal compromise. We believe a good conversation can solve any kind of problem. We are able to work bending ourselves into some pretty badass position and still be able to work accordingly to the client needs. We are nomads. We have no office, so freelancers should be dynamic. They are able to concentrate and generate ideas or get a client in a high-paced or weird environment such as a party, a bar, or a cab. Our brand has a definite style, and we will be recognized as a perfect mix between imagination and reality, creativity over ostentation, lightness over exaggeration. Our passion must be clear to create clean and functional creativity with a high degree of polish. We have 6 inspirations, 6 quotes, just 1 signature. Hemos decidido aprender del rey del mundo animal. Tenemos el coraje, la audacia y el hambre que tiene un león. Vamos a cambiar cómo el branding está hecho y nuestro rugir estará presente en todas nuestras piezas. Nosotros nunca renunciamos. Nos encanta lo moderno y tecnológico, pero también le tenemos cierto afecto al antiguo. Creemos firmemente en que las marcas del hoy están enriquecidas por las de ayer. Capturamos la esencia de las marcas con fotos y películas. Si fuéramos un objeto, seríamos una cámara andante. Nos enfocamos en lo importante, capturamos los buenos momentos, revelamos como los viejos tiempos por los negativos. Somos caribeños. Yo abrazo, tú abrazas, él abraza, ellos abrazarán. Amamos lo personal y contigo lo hacemos personal. Creemos en las relaciones más que en las transacciones. Andamos por la vida con los ojos de alguien que ve todo por primera vez. Nos emocionamos con cosas que otros podrían ignorar. Y es que no nos cansamos de turistear en nuestro propio país. Hay tanto por ver, por hacer y por no hacer. Nuestro país representa mucho y no lo cambiaremos por nada. Un color vívido, no vivido por alegre, con puntos o líneas, mezclados, como una caja fuerte o disparejos. Le ponemos color a todo, debajo de tipografías, adentro o alrededor. Amamos el color y el poder que tiene para cambiar una marca. Si nos preguntas por un número, preferimos el número 1, porque por primera vez le daremos rienda suelta al poder que tiene el branding en este mercado. 1, porque es más que 0 y menos que 2, un código, una firma, una identidad que es reflejada en todo lo que hacemos. Nosotros venimos del mundo de los freelancers, que quede claro. Sin embargo, somos diferentes. Somos los colaboradores que levantan los hierros en esta industria, quienes se comprometen a terminar con la mala práctica que existe en el branding. Somos quienes le dan vida a tu marca. Y es que dentro de nosotros existe un lado urbano, crítico y a veces artístico de ver las marcas. Usamos distintos sombreros y todos son del mismo material. A veces nos encontrarás usando el de un ingeniero, el de un manager o el de un doctor de marcas e identidades corporativas solamente. Hacemos más con menos, transformamos lo viejo en nuevo y hacemos lo nuevo primero. Nuestro producto es un servicio y nuestra especialidad siempre será crear experiencias que transformen las marcas, que hagan crecer empresas, pero sobre todo, experiencias que mejoren la vida de nuestra gente. Lo que más nos apasiona es ver cómo tus pupilas se dilatan al conectarte con una marca. Por esta razón no hacemos creatividad por el simple hecho de ser diferentes. Somos creativos para generar bienestar y trabajo, la mezcla perfecta entre creatividad y estrategia. Trabajamos conectando ideas, formando el tangrama o el rompecabezas de nuestros clientes. Trabajamos como Einstein. Si nos das 1 hora para encontrar una solución, nos encontrarás quemándonos el cerebro por 55 minutos descifrando el problema, y los 5 restantes pensando en soluciones y resultados. De más está decir que tenemos hambre de grandes desafíos, proyectos, conocimiento y mucho talento. Estamos cambiando cómo tú percibes las marcas, cómo el empleo funciona y cómo la gente colabora entre sí. Nos encanta la cultura, somos freaks tecnológicos, definimos el éxito y vamos hacia él. In terms of branding, branding for me, it's like a joke. And how you tell this joke to your friends, and you want them to laugh, but you also want them to be interested in your next joke as well. So branding is a storytelling ability that every brand should own. This is how we tell it. So we tell this a story to our freelancers and companies by telling them who we are, what's happening now, and inviting them in with a Dominican tone of voice, casual, friendly, funny, and relatable, using always a multicultural, young, designish, and colorful style. We're present in social media, website, and PR, and in social media because we want to connect with the freelance community, businesses, and the public in general, always tailor making this content for each social media outlet. A website, our main important outlet to get freelancers. Here our goal is to connect with the freelance community, businesses, and branding lovers. Our website is about accessibility, so it's responsive for computers and tablets. It's about never assuming we have images shouldn't replace text. Also interaction with the client. Transitions based in parallax for a soft, natural, linear storytelling, and with a lot of visual hierarchy. Prioritizing content as a means to communicate the message through color, contrast, shape, position, type, and orientation. For example, from left to right, shading, arrows, etc. So in our website, freelancers will be like this, uploading their CVs and cover letters, and we'll be like this, happy to have them in. So every time you see us in the news or in the internet, remember this phrase: in ABrandea, a good deal must be a good deal for everyone. Thank you very much for your time.